A new study has found that Americans are generally in good health, but some may be living with chronic disease longer and dying younger. Even without the study, some Americans seem to understand that a long life does not necessarily mean a healthy life. Christopher Murray from the University of Washington led the study. He says Americans are spending more years of their lives with long-term diseases. Researchers studied the major diseases and injuries that were at least partly to blame for Americans' health problems and early deaths over the past 20 years. They found the leading causes of chronic or long-lasting disability include depression, anxiety, and back pain. Other leading causes are diabetes and lung diseases that block airflow and make breathing difficult. The researchers identified heart attack, stroke, and cancer as the leading causes of early death. Dr. Murray says too many Americans are dying at an early age because they smoke or eat too many of the wrong foods. He says poor diet is blamed for 680,000 deaths. That is more than the 400,000 deaths a year from tobacco use. Obesity and high blood pressure are other conditions responsible for poor health. Another concern is air pollution. The National Institutes of Health says air pollution has been linked to heart and lung diseases. There was also good news from the study. It showed that Americans are generally enjoying better health longer. That is because of better methods for treating stroke and fighting some cancers. But it also found America is behind other wealthy nations in improving the health of its citizens.
A new study says people are living longer, but many are living longer in poor health. Researchers found that life expectancy has increased by about 5 years since 1990. On average, men worldwide can expect to live 67 years. Women can expect to live to age 73. The findings appear in a series of articles in The Lancet. Richard Horton is the medical journal's top editor. He says the Global Burden of Disease 2010 study presents good news overall. The research found that far fewer people died of measles, tetanus, respiratory problems, and diarrheal diseases in 2010 than in 1990. Deaths from infections, childbirth-related problems, and malnutrition fell about 17% to 13.2 million. Global efforts have focused on reducing HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria. AIDS deaths have dropped, but every year each of these diseases still kills more than 1 million people. Mike Cohen is the head of global health research at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. He says infectious diseases are now better controlled. He says people live longer, but that means conditions not caused by infection, like high blood pressure and diabetes, are more common. The study found that non-communicable diseases cause more than half of the global burden of disease in 2010. The two biggest killers are heart disease and stroke. They caused 1/4 of all deaths in 2010. The top causes of disability were physical conditions like arthritis, back problems, and mental and behavioral problems such as depression, anxiety, and substance abuse. For VOA Learning English, I'm Laurel Bowman.